let's go. Let's go, bud. Up. Good boy.
Well, it's the May 24 long weekend here in central Newfoundland, and my dog Goose and I are heading back into the woods. Earlier in the spring, I picked up this used 15-foot Scott canoe. The plan for this trip is to paddle and portage our way back to some trout fishing ponds, where I'll leave the old canoe for the summer. On the final day, we'll hike our way back to the road and call it a trip. So join us as we spend the next 4 days and 3 nights canoeing, trout fishing, camping, and enjoying the beauty that the Newfoundland wilderness has to offer.
Hey, bud. Well, Goose just saw an otter poke his head up by the canoe. He's pretty interested, but you gotta stay there, bud. Don't you bail out. A couple of beavers just got in the water over here. See them right over here. It's gonna be tough to see on the GoPro, but Goose sees them. Well, this is going to be home for the night. So it's a little spot here that I've camped multiple times. I think I've done a couple of videos here as well. But yeah, not a bad little spot right alongside the pond. Well, our camp is all set up, so I just came up behind camp here for a little hike around, give Goose a little run. So he's been in the canoe since we left the truck, so he hasn't had much exercise, so just brought him up for a little hike around and let him burn off a bit of energy. Anyways, I haven't been in this spot now since last fall, so I did a video here where I was moose hunting and I spent the night under the tarp. So I'll link that up on top of the screen here. If you haven't seen that one, feel free to check it out. So this forest is mostly all balsam fir, and we got some big mature fir trees here. And then the rest is just young growth, like these, young balsam fir. So not much dead standing wood around at all. So anyways, the moose love to chew on these ones, these little balsam fir. They chew the tops off of them. All right, guys, well, here's the new addition to the fleet. I say new in air quotes because there's nothing new about her, but yeah, like I said, I picked up this canoe a few weeks ago, and she's been well used, let's just say that much. So got a bit of damage, a few repairs that need to take place, but I just didn't get around to it before the season started here, so we'll see how it goes. If it makes it through the summer, I'll pull it back out of the woods. Maybe I'll put it in my garage next winter, and do some work on it. So she's definitely been hauled over a few rocks and whatnot. Got a pretty good gouge here, needs to be patched up. Looks like someone had some tuck tape over it at one time. And this piece here is all falling off, but I think the guy that owned it before me kind of fixed it up the best he could. Yeah, anyways, we'll see what this thing does for me this year. Like I said, I'm mainly just going to use it for trout fishing. I'm going to leave it in the woods, and then I can go in and just use it for trout fishing for day trips or whatever. So it's about, I think it's a foot shorter than my other canoe. My other canoe is Scott as well. It's a Scott Tripper, my yellow canoe that you may have seen me use on the channel before. So this one here is the Scott Wilderness Edition, I believe. The stickers are all worn off of it. Yeah, let's see how it goes. It actually felt pretty good paddling up this pond. So I guess because it's a little smaller, it's a little easier to handle when you're paddling solo. So yeah, who knows, maybe this thing will grow on me, and maybe I'll end up using this thing more than I had planned originally. Well, I picked up a new water filter for this season. So this one's called the Grail. Sure some of you guys have seen this before. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. So super simple to use and filters the water faster than any other filter that I've used before. So basically all you do is you pull out, this is the filter itself. So you pull that out, you fill up your bottle here to the line. There's a little line inside. You fill up your water out of the pond or stream or whatever, and then you put this back in. You just crack the top open so the air can escape, and then you just push down on it like a plunger, and it filters your water into the clean container. So super simple, easy to use, so I've been loving it so far. Alright, well, I'm just going to get some supper going here. So, since I'm likely going to be hiking back out of here on Monday, I tried to pack as light as I possibly could for this trip, because I had to pack everything into one bag in order to get back out of here. So all my food for the whole trip, so 4 days, 3 nights, is all in this one little dry bag here. So I didn't bring a whole lot of food, to be honest. I just brought oatmeal for breakfasts, and then for lunches I just brought some granola bars and some beef jerky. So I brought 3 dehydrated meals for supper. So I normally take the time, the last couple of years anyway, I took the time to make like a few different meals and dehydrate them at home. Dehydrate a bunch of each meal, so I had lots of meals to take on canoe trips. But this year all I did was some moose chili, so I got a meal of that. So I know that's going to be good because I made it myself and I've already eaten some of it, so that's definitely going to be good. But for the other 2 meals, I just picked up a couple of these pre-packaged dehydrated meals. So I've had dehydrated meals like this before, but I've never had this particular brand. So I got these ones at Canadian Tire, local Canadian Tire store, and I have no idea what they're going to be like. I'm going to keep my expectations pretty low on these because I've had some different brands in the past that weren't that great at all. But yeah, it's my first time trying this brand. So I got chicken teriyaki, and then I've got chili mac right here. So anyways, that's what we got to eat, so I'm gonna have to make do with it no matter how bad it is. So anyways, I'll let you guys know how it goes. So I'm gonna do the chili mac tonight. Try that out. So I was just reading the instructions. I just had to boil 500 milliliters of water, add it to the bag, seal it back up, and leave it for 12 to 15 minutes. And that's it. Seems like a lot of water, but just following the instructions. So we'll see how it turns out. Seal it back up and leave it for about 15 minutes. And we'll be ready to eat. Alright, so it's been about 15 minutes, so let's see what we got. Oh man. So I guess I added too much water by the looks of it. So I measured out 500 mils just like it said on the package, but oh man, this is not looking too good. So pretty much looks like soup. Oh. Well, it's not the worst thing I've ever eaten, but it's not great. So there's really not a lot of taste to it. So the macaroni or the pasta rehydrate it really good, so that's probably the best part about it. And then it has beans in there, I think. And it must have ground beef by the looks of it, and the ground beef is still kind of crunchy. So I don't know, maybe if I left it a little longer, the ground beef would rehydrate a little more. But anyways, I'm just going to eat it. It's not that bad, but I definitely won't buy it again. Yeah, I would give it like maybe like a 2 out of 5. That would be my rating. Anyways, I'm going to get this into me, and I may go out on the water for a little paddle, do a little bit of fishing. Well, absolutely beautiful evening now. Wind dropped out again, so flat calm out on the lake. So I thought about going for a little paddle, but decided not to. I've been pretty content just hanging around camp here, enjoying the peace and quiet, enjoying the sights. Yeah, I'm gonna have an early night, and tomorrow we'll be getting back on the move. Gotta love it. Up. Boy. All right, well, we're back on the water. Beautiful morning. So just packed up camp and we're gonna paddle across this pond. May do a little bit of fishing. So I didn't have any luck at all with fishing last night out in front of camp here. But may do a little bit of fishing in this pond, and then we got probably the longest portage of the weekend to do after this. But it's a beautiful day for it. We've got all day ahead of us, so we're just gonna take our time and enjoy the day, enjoy the scenery. Goose is blocking the camera again. Wait. Okay. All right, here we go. First portage of the trip. Pack actually feels pretty light, so I'm glad I packed light for this one. Goose got his pack on. So, just gonna carry the gear through first, and I'll be back to get the canoe. Oh man, the black flies are absolutely horrendous here now. Whew. Got poor old Goose just about eaten alive. Anyways guys, haven't turned the camera on in a while now, but we got one long portage over with, so we're in this next pond, and I just stopped here. I crossed this pond and just stopped here on this rock. So, oh, swallowed a fly. So, I just stopped for a little lunch, and this is probably the windiest spot on this pond, so I tried to stop here to try and escape the flies a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be working out very well. They're absolutely eating us alive. Goose here is torture. Poor guy. Anyways, I've been doing a little bit of fishing, but there's just too many flies. I can't stay in one spot for very long. So anyways, I'm just gonna grab a quick lunch, and then I'm gonna get the next portage done up to the next pond, and that'll be most of the portaging done for today, and then we'll look for a spot to set up camp. But yeah, these black flies are just absolutely brutal, just swarming us. What are you looking for, Goose? Piece of beef jerky? Good boy. All right, last piece. Well, there's a little bit of a breeze blowing now, so that's taking care of some of the flies. But just throwing the stick here for Goose, give him a little swim, try and get some of the flies off of him. Good boy. Ready to go, Goose? Get away from these flies. Oh man, they're wicked. All right, well, we're back on the portage trail. So this will be the last real portage of the day. So we're gonna camp. There's a little stretch of woods in between the next pond and the one after that. So we'll camp there. So I don't really have to do any portaging for that one. So anyways, this is another fairly tough one. It's maybe a little shorter than the last one, but it's all uphill. So anyways, we'll get her done. And actually the flies, believe it or not, are not as bad in here in the woods as they are out by the pond. So it's usually the other way around, but for some reason today those black flies are just insane out by the water. Whew. All right, back for the canoe. All right, so that should be pretty much it for the hard work today. So we just got to paddle this pond. This is just a small one. Just paddle across this one, and then we're going to set up camp. Oh man, the flies are horrible. Getting eaten alive here. So my first priority is going to be to set the tent up, so at least Goose and I can get a little break from the flies. I'm not even going to bother to fish this pond. I can always come out later this evening. I got all day tomorrow, so I just want to get away from the black flies for a bit, have a little rest. It's mid-afternoon now, so still got all evening ahead of us to do some fishing. So I actually thought about just bringing my tarp for this trip. I was going to camp under the tarp and not take a tent. And man, I'm glad I decided to take the tent, because if if I had to camp out under a tarp in this. Okay. Good boy. Trying to train Goose to wait for my command before he jumps out of the canoe. And he's been doing pretty good with it. Well, as you can tell, we're at camp. So just set the tent up. Don't have all the gear unpacked yet. Just got in the tent for a little rest. Goose was in here with me having a nap, but he saw a squirrel, and then all hell broke loose. Those bloody old squirrels, eh? They're always interrupting our sleep. Anyways, not much happening, so I'm gonna get the rest of camp unpacked here soon, and I'll probably boil up a coffee on my little butane stove. Maybe sit out by the pond and catch some of the breeze. But yeah, it's nice to get away from those black flies for a bit. So, anyways, that's the plan. Hopefully be able to do some more fishing later this evening as well. Alright, well, I'm going to try and get a bit of a smoky fire going here to try and keep some of the flies at bay. I don't know how much it's going to help, but it's worth a try anyways. So I have to keep the fire small and keep a good eye on it because everything seems super dry here. So I'm in just a spruce forest with all this dry moss. We haven't had a ton of rain lately, even though it's still early in the season. But yeah, I'll keep a close eye on it. Throw on a couple of these punky pieces of wood here when it gets going. That should create lots of smoke. So we're going to do the homemade moose chili tonight. Looking forward to this. Definitely going to be better than those packaged meals. So we'll do the chicken teriyaki tomorrow night. Well, that's going to pretty much do it for day 2. So we had a good day. It was a bit of a long day, a couple of long portages, and tomorrow should be a bit more of a relaxing day. So I'm just going to fish around these 2 ponds, and not sure if I'll camp here again tomorrow night or I may work my way into the next pond. But we'll see how it goes. So I'll decide that tomorrow. Anyways, I'm just going to boil the kettle one more time, sit by the fire for another hour or two, and then we'll call it a day. So we'll see you in the morning. Morning, guys. So it's morning of day 3. So I had a great sleep last night. I woke up around 5, shortly after 5 I think, and it was raining, so I went right back to sleep. Slept till almost 8 o'clock. So yeah, it was a good night. Hopefully the rain is cleared off for the day, but it's still calling for a chance of showers I think throughout the day, but hopefully we won't get too much. Yeah, just enjoying some coffee. Gonna get some breakfast going here soon, and just gonna spend the day doing some fishing. So I haven't fished a whole lot yet. Yesterday I was more focused on just getting here, getting the portages over with, and the black flies got so bad in the afternoon that I just couldn't fish any sense. So yeah, today I'm hoping to just kind of hang around here. I'm in between 2 ponds here, so there's one behind the tent and one just right here. So I can fish both of these ponds, and I'll probably head back to this one back here behind the tent where the canoe is first, and I'll fish that one for an hour or two, and then I'll drag the canoe out into the next one, because that's the direction we're heading anyways. So I'll drag the canoe out there and we can fish that one for the rest of the day. And then there's one more pond that we have to get to after that one in order to make the loop to get back out. So I'll probably save that one for tomorrow. We'll hit that one on the way out tomorrow. I'll leave the canoe somewhere along the way, so I haven't decided exactly where yet, but we'll stash the canoe somewhere along the way, and then I can come back in and fish and use the canoe throughout the summer. So while I'm sitting here having a coffee, I am going to be doing a bit of a surprise giveaway here on the channel. So back a few months ago I did my 500 subscriber giveaway contest, and I had 2 of these Holtefors outdoor knives. So these were supplied by the Newfoundland Knife Company, Jonathan Stiles. So I'll leave a link in the description for their website. So anyways, for that 500 subscriber giveaway, there were two prizes, 2 winners, and one of the winners ended up being from New Zealand. So I was talking back and forth with the guy who won, and we both agreed that it probably wasn't the best idea to try and send a knife in the mail, because we figured it would probably just get confiscated at the border or whatever. So I ended up putting together a separate prize for him, and I sent it off to him. So yeah, that left me with one of these knives still to give away, and I've been meaning to bring it out and do another giveaway, but just haven't gotten around to it until now. So yeah, this is a good time to do it, I guess. I threw it in my bag when I was packing up the other day. So anyways, I'm not going to announce this as like a giveaway video or anything, because I want to give this prize away to someone who just watches the videos just because they enjoy watching or whatever, and not because they just clicked on the video just because it said giveaway. So So yeah, I'm gonna throw in another little something with the knife, maybe like one of my beer mugs or a hat or a shirt or something. I haven't decided for sure yet, but so if you want to enter, I'm gonna do it a little different. I was thinking the old beater canoe that we're in, it needs a name, so I've actually been really enjoying the canoe. I think it's actually maybe a better size for these type of trips, these shorter trips where I'm just crossing some of these small ponds and you know, not doing any big crossings. It seems to be like a real good size for just me and Goose and my pack. It's a little bit lighter than my other canoe, a little easier to haul around and a little bit easier to maneuver and paddle and stuff. So yeah, I may end up using this canoe more than I thought I would when I first bought it. So well, camera died on me there. But yeah, like I was saying, I've really been liking the new canoe, so the plan is after the summer I'll drag it back out and take it home, do some work on it over the winter, fix it up, and I want to put a name on it. So once I get it all fixed up, I'll get my wife to print off a name, like a sticker or whatever to put on it. So if you want to enter to win the knife and the other prize that I throw in with it, all you have to do is, well, first of all, you had to be from Canada, because I don't want to get into the same situation with the knife as I was last time. So you had to be from Canada, you had to be subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, and then just leave a comment down below with what you think we should name the old canoe. So I'll give it a couple of weeks, and then I'll go through all the entries and I'll pick out the one that I like the best, and that person will win the knife. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. So good luck to everyone who enters. If you don't want to enter the knife or put in a suggestion for the name for the canoe, feel free to still leave me a comment. It really helps out the channel, helps people find the videos, and helps the channel grow and stuff. So leave a comment, hit the like button, share the video. It all helps. So I really appreciate the support. So I think I'm somewhere around 900 subscribers now, and 1,000 has been a milestone for me to reach. So closing in on 1,000 subscribers, which is great. And once I reach that 1,000 mark, I am going to do another giveaway on the channel. So I'm hoping to get some good prizes put together and do a good giveaway for that one. Alright, well, back in the canoe here. Just gonna paddle around this pond before I haul the canoe through to the next one. Did a bit of fishing from shore, no luck, no bites at all. So it's a bit of a cooler, windy day. So I don't know how the fishing is gonna be. Seems slow so far. But as long as the rain holds off, I'll be happy. Just gonna paddle this pond and maybe get out on shore and do some fishing. It's kind of tough to fish from the canoe, especially with Goose here. Also going to look for some more spots to camp. Only ever camped in that one spot where I'm set up now on this pond. So see if there's anything else around. Nothing. Nothing, Goose. No luck, buddy. No luck at all. Glad I wasn't depending on a meal of trout for food for this trip. Would have been hungry. Woohoo! We're on the board. Finally. Nice trout. So I've been fishing with this spinner all along with one of those fake grubs on it, and I hadn't had a bite, nothing. And then I switched to this Meps right here. No bait. I didn't put any bait on, And very first cast, this guy just grabbed it. So I guess I should have switched up tackle earlier. Yeah, it's a beauty trout. So I'm gonna keep this guy. I'm only gonna keep a couple if I do get any more, because I didn't even bring a frying pan to fry them up. But I'll keep a couple and probably roast them over the fire on a stick or something. Anyways, at least we didn't get skunked. Oh, just got another bite, so trout are loving this Meps lure. No bait, just the lure, and they're hitting it. Oh, got another one. Ha ha! Woohoo! So this one's a little smaller. I'm gonna throw this one back. Like I said, I'll only keep a couple, so hopefully I'll get a couple of bigger ones throughout the day to cook up. Let this guy go. Oh, he's gone. Jumped out of my hand, right back in the water. Oh, little shower of rain moving in. So I'm just going to take cover back in the woods here, wait for it to pass over. So I always want to check this spot out. Never been in here, I've just paddled past. Figured it might be a decent spot to camp because it's all like open, mature trees. Looks pretty moosey. Bunch of old moose sign here. Yeah, not the best ground for pitching a tent on. Pretty wet. You know, spot to hang a hammock though. And there's a bunch of birch trees back here, so I'm gonna grab some of this birch bark, put in my pocket for later when I get back to camp. Get the fire going nice and quick. Well, looks like Mr. Beaver's been busy here. Building a new den. Alright guys, so I haven't turned on the camera for a while here now. So I'm out into the next pond. So I caught a couple of more small ones in the last pond. I wasn't filming much because I was starting to run low on batteries for the GoPro. But yeah, I got a couple more small ones, and then I went back to camp. I hauled the canoe through to this pond and stopped at camp, had a lunch, boiled up some water for a coffee, and cut up some more firewood and stuff. And now I'm out in this pond and just got paddled over to this rock here. So I fished here in the past, and it's usually a pretty good spot. So anyways, I'm gonna fish here for a bit, see what comes up, and yeah, I'll just pass away another couple of hours probably fishing here. Goose is laid down up in the woods here somewhere, having a rest. He's pretty tired now. Been out on the go for a few days, so there he is. What are you doing there, Goosey? Good boy. Yeah, so we just killed the afternoon fishing, and then we'll head back to camp and enjoy the last evening sitting by the fire, cook up some supper, and tomorrow we're heading that way. Woo! Oh yeah, nice one. So got another decent one here, about the same size as the first one. So I'm gonna keep this guy. So that'll be 2. Another nice little brookie. So I was only going to keep like a couple to cook up tonight, but I was thinking about it, and since I didn't bring a frying pan or any gear to fry up fish, I think I'm going to keep, I don't know, if I get half a dozen or so, I'll keep them, and I'll clean them up and find a spot to like bury them in the moss and keep them overnight. It's not going to be any hot weather or anything, so they should be fine until tomorrow, and then I'll bring home a meal tomorrow and just cook them up when I get home. So anyways, that's 3. See if we can get 3 or 4 more, and that'll be a good meal. Oh, he's gone. That was just a small one. I was going to throw him back anyway, so he fell off and went on his way. Another decent one here. So these are just pan-sized trout. You're not going to get any monsters in this pond, or at least I've never gotten any in here. Yeah, nothing wrong with these. Perfect size for a frying pan. And actually I just put one of these artificial grubs back on the Meps lure just to see what would happen, and they're going right after them. So maybe it was just a spinner that I was using earlier was the reason why I wasn't getting any hits, but as soon as I changed to that Meps, they seem to be coming right after it. So anyways, that's 4 keepers after throwing back 5 or 6 small ones. Oh, there's a little teeny guy here. He got to go back. All right, we just reeled in another dandy. So I think this might be the biggest one of the day. So I'm gonna keep this guy. That'll be 6 keepers. Still throwing back a bunch of small ones. Beautiful trout. So these trout in this pond have they have these little black specks on them, and I've been told, I don't know much about it to be honest myself, but I've been told that it's some kind of parasite or something, but they're still perfectly fine to eat. But yeah, I think most of the ones I caught today have this. So anyways, if you know anything about it, feel free to leave a comment. All right, well here's the day's catch. So I'm just gonna clean them up now. I kept 6 of the bigger ones, threw back a bunch. So I'll probably keep fishing for another hour or so. It's about 4 o'clock here now. So I'll pass away another hour. Whatever I catch from here on out, I'm gonna release. And yeah, I got 6 nice pan trout there to take home tomorrow. So I'll just clean them up, stash them away for the night. It's gonna be a cool night, and tomorrow's gonna be a fairly cool day as well. So they should be fine until I get back tomorrow. We'll be having fresh trout for supper tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Alright guys, well we're back at camp. Just been relaxing by the fire, enjoying the last evening of the trip here. So I'm not going to bother to cook up the other dehydrated meal, the teriyaki chicken or whatever it is. So when I got back from fishing earlier, I had a few snacks and stuff, and had some chicken noodle soup that I found in my bag that I've been carrying around since the winter sometime. So I cooked that up, and yeah, not really hungry enough to have another meal, so we'll save that for the next trip. But yeah, just gonna relax for the rest of the evening. It was a great day. Glad we got into some trout. So looking forward to a meal of trout tomorrow when I get back. So I checked the weather forecast on my Zoleo device there, and it looks like we got some wind and rain moving in overnight tonight, and early tomorrow morning I think it's supposed to start. So could be a bit of a dirty morning tomorrow trying to get out of here, but for now it's absolutely beautiful. The wind dropped right out, just nice and quiet, and yeah, just gonna watch the fire for a bit, and eventually crawl in the tent and call it a night. So anyways guys, thanks for following along, and we'll see you in the morning. Morning guys, so morning of day 4. So I'm up on the go early this morning. It's just it's about 5:30 here now, so I was hoping to get up and get ahead of the wind and get across this last pond. It's already starting to kick up pretty good though, but it's not too bad out there yet. It is supposed to get quite a bit worse here in the next couple hours though, according to my forecast. So I'm gonna just grab a quick coffee, pack up camp, and get across this last pond. Gusting pretty good here now. Coming right in our faces. Got a pretty good headwind. Goose just laid down in the canoe here, so hopefully he's staying down there. Yeah. Can't stop paddling at all here. The wind is just trying to bow of the canoe right around the other way. Okay, good boy. Alright guys, so we're leaving the canoe behind, so I'm just gonna hike my way back and eventually meet up with the trail that we came in on. So I'm gonna wrap up the video here. So I just want to say thanks for following along. Hope you guys enjoyed the weekend out here with Goose and I. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. And we'll see you on the next one.